If the price for a crop could be set in advance, then the farmer would know more about their potential income. Hedging is a tool that farmers can use to do this. So how does hedging work? Step 1 is placing the hedge. Earlier in the growing season, the farmer goes to a buyer, typically through a futures exchange, and sells a contract. The farmer and buyer agree on the price that will be paid at harvest time. Step 2, lifting the hedge. Now, since they have a contract, the farmer is legally obligated to deliver grain at harvest. There are 2 options he can take at this point. The first one is fulfilling the contract by delivering the grain as promised. The farmer will receive the price at which they sold the futures contract, no matter what the current prices are. Option 2 is if the farmer does not want to deliver grain, he can offset the commitment by returning to the futures exchange and purchasing back the same contract. In this case, gains or losses from the futures market will cancel out the lower or higher price they receive from selling their crop to a local buyer. For example, if prices decline 50 cents per bushel between the time of placing the hedge and the time of lifting the hedge, he profits 50 cents from the futures transactions, but he receives a price for the physical grain that is 50 cents per bushel lower than at the time the hedge was placed. What the futures contract does is it bridges the gap between planting time and harvest time by acting as a substitute for the sale until the grain in the field is ready to be harvested and sold. It is important to note that there are always costs to reducing risk. Sometimes these are obvious in the case of fees, but the type of costs will depend on the hedging tool. At its core, hedging is about risk management. A successful hedge may not necessarily increase revenue, but it will reduce potential losses.